For introduction, Malindo Air is a Malaysian premium carrier based in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. The term Malindo refers to a bilateral cooperation deal coined from the names of the two countries involved, Malaysia and Indonesia. Malindo Air operates out of the Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA) and the Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah Airport in Subang, Selangor, Malaysia, commonly known as the Subang Airport, Subang Sky Park or LTSAAS. Low rates, on-time flights, and great ground and air customer service are all hallmark of Marlindo Air. Malindo Air now flies to more than 40 locations on 800 flights every week, with affordable tickets and excellent service comparable to full-service carriers. Next, background of the company for vision statement to become the first choice for the customer to fly and employees to work with. For mission statement, to continue as an Asian-based airline and focus on Europe to connect the world while delivering sustainable economic value with global impact and become the airline that is best in Asia and well known in the world. For objective, Malindo Air strives to deliver the highest level of comfort and convenience to its passengers. Meals on board are well prepared with fresh ingredients and a variety of delectable Malaysian dishes created specifically for their passengers at tempting low pricing.
For the specialty of transportation, there are three types. First is Boeing 737-800 turbine, a two-engine narrow-body aircraft manufactured by Boeing Commercial Airplane. It was introduced in 1993 as a third generation and has been in production since 1997. Second, the Malindo Air Boeing 737-900 turbine, first-class cabin accommodates 20 passengers in 5 rows of 4 seats divided by the aircraft islet. This is the one of the most affordable rates for commercial aircraft. Lastly, ATR 72600 is a lightweight frame, optimized speed and engine design for short-haul flight, by far the most fuel-efficient regional aircraft.
The effects of COVID-19 on the company. The first one is staff and crew impact. Staff and crew impact on November for Malindo Air, a Malaysian carrier began laying off 2,647 employees, ranging from termination to unpaid leave. For the lost headcount, the lost call carrier advised retained staff to double job responsibilities and scope. Upper management saw pay cuts of up to 40%, while employees were forced to take unpaid leave. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Malindo Airways will shed 2,200 jobs in March. To Malindo Air, the coronavirus outbreak has forced Malindo Air to lay off 2,647 workers, according to the Human Resources Ministry, where governments have cancelled flights and restricted travel to combat the virus. Secondly is cash flow constraints. Cash flow constraints on March 18, 510 Malaysian flights were cancelled, April to June. Coronavirus COVID-19 epidemic reduces airline travel by 71%. IATA flies over 80% of worldwide aviation traffic. High fixed expenses in Q2 may cause airline to lose $61 billion in cash reserves. IATA predicts airline losses would soar to $252 billion this year from $132 billion last year. Billionaires will buy all the tickets. Malindo Air has also placed strict purpose constraints, so Malindo distributes vouchers to passengers. Malindo loses money and can reopen. Malindo also has suspended all international flights due to the coronavirus. And last but not least is forced to curtail a vast number of scheduled flight routes. Forced to curtail a vast number of scheduled flight routes, on March 18, a Malaysian airline had to cancel 510 flights. Coronavirus epidemic reduces aviation traffic by 71% from April to June. Over 80% of global aviation traffic is flown by IATA. Airlines may lose approximately $61 billion in cash reserves due to the high expenses in Q2. Airline losses will rise to $252 billion this year, from $132 billion last year, according to IATA predictions. Billionaire pays for tickets alone. In addition to these restrictions, Malindo Air has imposed strict purpose limits. As a result, Malindo gives passenger vouchers. Less money for Malindo may be unable to reopen. For the duration of the coronavirus epidemic, Malindo Air also has suspended all foreign flights COVID-19. From March 18 to 31, Malaysian nationals will be unable to leave the country.
Next is solution to the problem. The first one is government initiative. According to M. Saravana HR Minister, he met with the Malindo air management to ensure effective employee rights are respected and assistance is provided. With the economy improving, the plant announced Sunday gave 439 employees a year of unpaid leave. Other than that is to get inside of customer wants and needs to post-COVID-19. Malindo Airways must test the post-COVID-19 travel market. Malindo Airways can confirm the new COVID-19 customer behavior and collect new data on them. As a result, Malindo Airways must conduct market research or collect client feedback via social media. To develop the best marketing and services for Malindo Air customers, Malindo marketing team should thoroughly research data from such sources. When servicing Malindo customers, companies should train their employees to be empathetic but also follow the government standard method for social contact following COVID-19. Last but not least, prepare to dramatically increase services. Malindo Airways should prepare to ramp up services and operating once airport and countries reopen to meet a more stringent SOP, because it may be difficult to provide services as usual after COVID-19. According to BCG, ramping up operation is far more difficult endemic than attempting to reduce operation. This strategy may also need to be implemented within a week or two, despite the loss of aim. Airlines will have to quickly plan this process and use digital technologies to make the appropriate trade-off.
Moving on to the recommendations. These are all the recommendations that Malindo Air can implement to their business in the future. The first one is implementation of touchless travel. It is a new system that avoids physical touch by using new systems like facial recognition, and it is a must, especially during pandemic. The second recommendation is strengthen health measures. This is to ensure customer safety with tight requirements such as vaccination checking and ensure that passengers run their self-test before using their services. Third one is to create and adapt open air spaces. This is more for their crew by providing them more suitable places to run tests to avoid casualties of infection if the test run at the public spot. Furthermore, they need to ensure cleanliness at all times during the journey to provide customers with a comfortable feeling during their journey. Moving on to the next one, which is revamp and modify services and product in response to customer staff review. The company can notice on the services that are lacking to further increase their quality. Last but not least, they can implement to focus on worker kindness. This is to increase the company's customer service qualities.
For the conclusion, as a result of the COVID-19 epidemic, many individuals, corporations, families and other groups have suffered immediate losses. A significant number of scheduled aircraft routes, cash flow difficulties and wage cutbacks for management and cabin crew are all losses caused by COVID-19 to Malindo Air Rusli and Berhad. As a result, not only regular individuals but also their employers from small business to a huge corporations are suffering due to this epidemic, which has damaged the economy, society and country as a whole. I suggested Malindo revamp its operations and gather knowledge on touchless travel. We can only hope for the best outcome regardless of Malindo's or any company's future prudent strategies. That's all from our group and thank you for watching.